Crepuscular Leban's World of Dawson Creek and Boston Bar, BC. A Rollickin interweave. So the Zarathustra Rollickin has skulled in Dawson Creek, BC, temporarily on a helmet headdress with curlicues of surrealist conquer acorns. The Rollickin Mustang is the futurist synagogue moonbow with festooned and resurrected people. Buffalo and bison nucleotide the besotted plumage of frankincense, wildflower resin with stampede and oil, cigarette-faced ladybug, sidereal rare and Zebaglione waterfalls, Zestruga posthumanity and a scallop conch shell and ringlets of eudaimonia, carbuncle the wormhole vinkle, Saxon mockingbirds and nightingales, chalk-iron magpies boogie for 100-mile houses, dunes of resurrection, a marina of gleaming chronosphesia, umbrage machines, the Socratic stuffed in an acorn of blubbery rubbery lapis lazuli, at psychonic velocities and Nunavut 2020s, big band jazz and chalk iron songbirds gnarled, African philosopher of the 22nd century, down to the umbrage of let there be flying ice cream trucks, saline foamy drapes, glisten in waterfalls of acorn resin, polyphemus barnacles ochre where the cortex prairies, this peregrination of key lime moraine go-karts, the torque of aesthetics, the ornithic hermetic logician quadratic leaps, from which barnacle-faced werewolves lever-bail a frozen mire of ellipsoid akebia. At the paradise gates the old girl copying Philistine boogieing while playing backgammon. There is worship of the most epic poet of all time. The hermetic gasking and sperm whale wriggling in the underwater basket weaving of off-hided glide. I leap among the verbivore and the verbeat spitting chalk-ironed lobsters, with the eschatology of trapezoid chessboards of saline goggles. The Leban's world is a wormhole of beautiful chronospheres in the cycling of the mind. As with Andrew Breton, Breton, the meadowlark for whom Baudelaire rodeos with him on Neptune, blossoming of the dandelion noodles, warlock and forelock foreplay belt the deck of Esperanto neologism cards, all the beauty and handsomeness of their love chuck iron by a Gnostic analog of cotton candy marshmallows, pure heights of ornithic imagination sidereal rearing the wilderness of balustrade bellicose belfries, the vivacious astral poetess, quantiform Roland Martian cerebral cortex, sempiternity in her knickknap tapestry marial topologies, the kaleidoscope Boston Barbary sea surmising on the architrave marshlands, with all the stegantor velvet resin of an oak pig blazer, the poetess of marshmallow quietude quibbler quiddity at Columbia ice fields of a fjord gnarled beside the hermetic coy wolves and werewolves, Haribi of the Guinness 10,000-year lease, zebroid gore, devout socialism its dune, Zong chocolate bar the cranium of an Islamic foghorn, Neverworld of sacrosanct leprechauns and leotards, Zonkion the chieftain of Quinnell, BC, stockpile of scrotum of slug-faced Martians on Jupiter, Neptune's blubbery, rubbery highway of Zonky streamlined from the chalk iron husky Colorado gas stations to the riparian southlands of Mercury's glaciers, Rollickin data furniture, ride hot air balloon the Liger and Tygon on the Foxglove and aloe vera noodles, marvelous the falconer's vulcanization of the bandwidth of post-evolution, the architectonic architrave hope BC, rammed with a sauce of Neoplatonic blubber rubber into the brilliant crystalline of the zebroid ultimate enigmatic philosopherization, its sense and reference, goblin-faced hellsgate BC, gallop and locust and grasshopperdom. Beneath, womankind emancipates itself from the chains of postmodernism. Since 2024, the cleaved chalk iron scallion scallop carriage of albino beavers, old Transylvania, cigarette blues fleshed out on the purple sky surfing Philistine, Levers and Hever, Psychotic Nietzsche gnarled upon the plumage peregrination, Scarlet Gallop and Quagga, the oasis of Zonki from which humankind, the Omega Woman, the Boston of Higher Woman, with beyond the Whitehead Rhapsodies of Boston Bar, BC's Enigma, Archipelago Mandrakes, Algebraic the Thrall, Fraser River Rolkin, the serenity of Nietzsche boat riding in the tide waters underneath Cache Creek's technicolor sky, and Araphrenia swallowtails. There's an Antonio Mori for karaoke stilettos, sluices of pomegranate squeezed noodles, marshlands of succotash and bannock, stuff of gooseberry, cloudberry, dewberry, sluiced out on the 10,000-year bright blue burnished canyons, but a metempsychosis of humankind, carbuncles, lime droop, frozen limousine, headed blue marine pie, 2020's leverbacks, to Marxist-Leninist stupefaction, the motel on Fraser Canyon's mysterious life worlds, umbrella the woodpecker-faced coattails, madroni of Gothic rubbery blubbery playrooms whose carbuncles urbanism re-kaleidoscope the superchargers semiconductor, the carousel of post-human and post-womankind Rolkin rodeos, as if the riparian wilderness, as Peregrine and Falconer's prairie the quasar hawk-eyed tornadoes of space, metempsychotically transforming the canvas back of Marigold Athabasca to Lemuria's Ford's Pastels Gate BC, Andre Baton, and Tilly into the funky quirkles and foaming bathhouses of Vesta Narrowphrenia Winterverse, Horsetails the Leviathan Meadowlark Quadratic Leap, and the grassy chessboards of the hummus and pita carburetors of the marvelous Andre Breton in front of the year 10,000 AD. This infinitesimal ziggurat to the hypersolipsistic dimensions laid out Rolkin with the glowworm sauce and earthworm ravioli. The Fraser River is slung on a tabernacle on a hyperfuturist loafing terrace BC. 1. The sublime wonderland hanging over Gretchen Willowa upon bacchanalian pretzels of squeezed lime, aloe vera spaghetti. 2. 100-mile Huff's perpetual dream machine, upturning the gallop of technical werewolves. 3. The Baroque symbol gates of British Columbia, from the riparian Thomism, glistening in the nookship of Yukon Zamboni. 4. The turquoise moonstones quilted with Hope BC's triumvirate meadowlark. The urchin medulla of an archbolist, and the historiosophy of this carburetor. The scallion's green-eyed artichoke of the archbolist scallop. Marble statues. Here too the psychedelia verse universalized, the frankincense quantus of seaweed chocolate, and bright blue-bearded Xenos and Tachyon Statum on the Tanoak Sidereal Granville Island, of Yukon's quantum disentanglement of the Pantheist lobster spit and hydra, club-footed out of rotisserie on the Columbia icefields, Levitt's world, ziggurat and psychedelia verses of Pythagorean Vespid, all the bizarro data rolling between prairie hills of eternalistic grandeur, an archimbolus dandelion jerky carved wigwam, with pantheist omnitheist homunculi of solipsistic meritocracy, maledictorious dragon fruit, Zamboni of regular sidereal rearing with duck-tailed quilionomics, genuflecting steak-anthered velvet resin, bright purple caribou skipper the galloping shoreline coattails of Stanley Park, and the psychedelic verse wigwam squeeze, her red-wooded Methuselah dendrochronography, kaleidoscopic read from Boston Bar BC's Alva Steiner.